let's talk about money. I don't like talking about money. I'm trying to get more comfortable with it, but I will be honest, when I first started UGC, I would have absolutely killed to see a video like this, or just anything similar to it, because no one was talking about pricing when I first started, and it was really, really hard to figure it out. So I'm gonna answer it here for you. I've done a lot of research, I've been looking at a lot of different portfolios, different websites, anything that anyone had to say about what they charge for UGC, anything like that. I've collected all of the data and I went through what I collected. So I have come to share what I learned with you. The pricing part can be tricky, and I was absolutely petrified when I first started. I'm gonna start this off by saying, by no means are these numbers like set in stone, official. You have to charge this, da 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 da. At the end of the day, it's your business. And since it's your business, you can really charge whatever you want. Within reason, of course. If you're charging these crazy numbers, not many people are gonna wanna work with you. So we'll talk about the standard pricing of beginner, intermediate, experienced, and I have 2 ways that you could figure out your pricing, so whatever you feel comfortable doing is totally up to you. Then we can talk a little bit about usage rights, packages, monthly retainers, things like that. So let's just get straight into it, not waste any time. We're gonna start off with the pricing. For beginner UGC videos, they were anywhere from $50 to $100. So mostly 50, 75, 100 is what I saw. Don't worry, I'm gonna go into which ones exactly. For intermediate, it was 150 to 200. And for more advanced creators, it started at around 300 per piece of content and went up from there. Like, I saw a portfolio that had $600 per video, and yeah. Like I said, it's your business. Charge what you want. So let's go over these numbers. We'll go back to beginner for a second. I said anywhere from $50 to $100. I think we should go over first, before I get into that, your definition of beginner, because your definition and my definition and everyone else's definition can be different. When I think of this topic and I think of a beginner, I'm thinking of someone that kind of knows how to create, how to edit, things like that. Maybe they're not experienced in UGC specifically, but they're learning and they're getting to know it. But if you have a beginner and your definition is a beginner that has never done anything before, never created content, never has created a script, nothing like that, you should not be charging $100. So I would say a beginner, you know how to receive a brief, follow it, record the video, edit it, and send it over with no issues. I would call you a beginner. That's a really good start, and you can definitely charge for that. But at the end of the day, be honest with yourself. If your content isn't good, don't go around charging people for content that isn't good. So I would say if you can't do those steps confidently, I would be honest with yourself, take a step back, learn and practice what you need to do, and once you feel confident being able to do that and the final execution, then go for it. Learn what you need to do and then start charging. From a personal experience, I remember when I first started, I knew how to edit videos and put them together. I knew how to create content, but I didn't know how to make a UGC video. I didn't know all the details. I didn't know how to get a brief and go through it and actually give the brand what they're asking for. So I took the time to learn those things, and I think I did my first video for $50. Looking back, I feel like I probably could have charged a little bit more, but like I said in the beginning of the video, you know, I am iffy with money, so I was like, I don't know what I should be charging. There wasn't really anyone making videos being like, this is what you should charge, kind of how to figure it out, nothing like that. So I was really kind of looking at people's portfolios, praying that they have their prices on there so I can get a roundabout as to what the hell was going on. But not many people, like, I don't put my rates on my portfolio. Some people do. That's how I got some info for this video. But there are also people that don't like to put their rates on their portfolio, and that is completely fine. I don't, so I get it. But you really have to be honest with yourself and the skills that you have. So the numbers that I listed before for pricing is kind of a roundabout average, what I've seen from everything I've collected. If you're still confused and you really are just unsure of even those numbers, there is another way you can figure out your pricing. Camera batteries are so trash, it's insane. So this second way I actually got from another creator. Gotta give her credit where credit is due. She gave me the idea to tell you guys. I was watching her video. Her name is Jade. I don't want to say her last name because I know I'm going to butcher the crap out of it, but she's an awesome creator. I've been watching her since I started and I learned so much from her. She's awesome. I'm going to link her channel in the description in case you guys want to watch her too, because she has a lot of good tips and tricks and just has very useful information for content creators. You love watching her content. Anyway, her idea on how you can get your rates was to do it per hour, to find out what you want to get paid per hour. You decide what you want to get paid per hour, figure out how many hours it's going to take you to create that piece of content, and that's what you can charge for one piece of content and whatever is worth your time. Obviously, we're going to be doing this in a reasonable way though. Don't say I want to get paid $80 per hour and it's going to take me 10 hours to make you this 10-second video. You probably won't get a lot of business. So yeah, that is another way that you can get your pricing if the numbers I gave in the beginning, you're just kind of really unsure and you want to get something a little more for you. That's a good way too. I thought that was a really good idea. Now we can talk a little bit about usage rights, and I'm not going to get too deep into it, but just so you're aware that they exist, what they are, and how it works. So you have organic videos and you have paid ads. An organic video is a video you would create and send to the brand, and they're going to use that organically, whether it's on their TikTok, their Instagram, their website, however they're going to use it. It's going to be for their audience, their followers. They're using it organically. And then you have paid ads, and paid ads are when you will send your video to the brand and they're going to use that as an ad. They're going to put ad spend behind that video so that it can reach a new audience, make sales, get new followers, whatever they want to, whatever their goal is. Now the usage rights tells you who owns that content and what they can do with that content while they own it. Basically, the standard that is kind of seen and well known throughout UGC is that the videos you give have 3 months of usage rights. That's usually how majority of creators do it. They give 3 months of usage rights and then they charge the brand extra if they want more usage rights. Here's the standard of what I have seen. So you send a brand a piece of content, they have 3 months of usage rights. Let's say that video you just sent over to them, it was $200. That's how much they paid for it. So now they're saying we want an extra 5 months of usage rights from you. So you can charge an extra 10% of your base rate for each month of usage rights. So they want 5 months of usage rights and you're charging 10% of the base rate, the $200. So now 10% of 200 is $20 and they want 5 months. So now you're gonna do 20 times 5, which is 100. So the total for that video is $300 because they wanted the extra usage rights. Now that brand has usage rights for 7 months for that video. Now I am going to give my personal advice for beginners. This might be controversial, maybe it'll make some people upset, but if you're a beginner, please do not stress over that. Do not get stressed over that. Yeah, maybe you're really what the argument would be, well, you're losing out on money if you're not really focused on the usage rates for every video, Okay, fine. But if you're just starting out, just don't, I will be honest, I didn't stress over that when I first started. That was like not even, it was too confusing for me and no one was explaining it. So I just didn't even bother with it. I was like, I can't be bothered. Did I probably lose money doing that? Yeah, but you want to know what? As it wasn't something I wanted to get started. I wanted to start UGC and I wanted to get my foot in the door. And in order to do that, I just threw myself in there. It took a while to throw myself in there, but I threw myself in there. I just feel like between the usage rights and the packages and the contracts and all of that, those are little things that will make you want to throw in the towel and be like, all right, I can't do this. There's like too much going on and it's stressing me out. I totally understand that whole thing, but as a beginner, I'm sure you're probably working with very smaller brands, beginner companies, things like that. If you really want to start and learn and get going, don't stress yourself out. There's no reason to be stressed. Yeah, so in the beginning, I just remember those were topics that would really get me down, kind of like, oh, maybe I can't do this, maybe I shouldn't be doing this. What? Because you don't understand usage rights? You learn, you go and you learn and you make mistakes and you learn. Maybe you lose out on some money, but you learn. You can't learn just doing absolutely nothing. It's not gonna happen. Let's go into the next topic, monthly retainers and packages. Let's talk about that stuff. Package deals and monthly retainers are amazing because you can offer them to the brand and make more money. A package is a bundle of videos that the brand can buy and it will save them money, which is a great thing to offer because who doesn't like to save money? Let's do an example. example, and we'll just use the same number that we used last time. So your standard video is $200. You charge $200 for one video, right? So the brand comes to you and they say, oh, well, we want 3 videos. You would think that you would do 200 times 3, and that's 600, right? Yeah. But you can also have package deals on your rate card or portfolio. Maybe you offer 3 videos for $500. So instead of 600, it's 500. And the brand sees that they're saving $100 by getting those 3 videos at once rather than just buying one video. Yeah, so let's say a brand's asking for one video, and you send over your rate card, but you have a package deal of 3 videos for $500 or 5 videos for $800. Now they're saving money getting more videos. Creators love doing that because if a brand comes and only wants 1 video and you think you're only doing 1 video for them and now they want 5 because they saw the package you offer, you just got more money and you get to make 4 more videos. It's a win-win. And the other thing that creators love to do is monthly retainers. Monthly retainers will be when you're working with the brand per month and giving them a certain amount of videos each month for one price. Again, you have your $200 rate and a brand comes to you and says, I want to work with you for the next 3 months. Can you do 12 videos a month for me for the next 3 months? You negotiate back and forth and you come to a conclusion that each month you're gonna get paid $1,800 to make them 12 videos. So now for the next 3 months, you know you're getting paid $1,800 from that brand and you know you're making them 12 videos each month. This is an awesome way to do it because you have a payment locked in. Normally there's a contract that goes behind that, so you have the contract that you're gonna get paid for the next 3 months working with this brand to create this content. So those are 2 common ways to make money that creators like to use for their business. And personally, I like to use them too. Who doesn't want to make more money? And on the brand's end, who doesn't want to save money? Let me say this. Stand firm on your rates. Don't start being nice to people. I have that issue, okay? And I'm done doing that. I'm absolutely done doing that. I'm over the issue, actually. But in the beginning, that was an issue. And watch out for that. If you're like me, it can be an issue. But stand firm on your rates. I would say the only time, like unless you have a brand you really, really want to work with and their budget is lower than expected and you really want to work with them, lower your rate, but let them know that you are lowering your rate for them. You say, I normally do charge this, but I would really love to work with you, so I'm going to charge this. So that they know they can't keep coming back to you and getting a video for this amount when you really charge this amount. If you are continuously lowering your price to get deals, just to make money, just to get the job, again, you're gonna kick yourself in the butt doing something like that. Especially if you actually wanna be doing this. It's not just a one and done type thing. You wanna be a content creator and do this, you're gonna wanna take it seriously. And you can't just keep putting yourself down and down. There's a lot. I want to say this, but I feel like people are gonna be like, okay. But really, your mindset has so much to do with it. And if in your mind you are putting yourself lower than what you're worth, it's going to fuck you up. Like, I'm just gonna be honest. Like, you want to have that right mindset. And you do not want to be just continuously putting yourself down. It's really gonna bite you in the butt. I actually just fixed up my rate card and I made it into a way that I personally like it, and now I'm confident in doing that because I always felt like I need to have it look exactly like everyone else's. It needs to be what every content creator is doing and da-da-da-da-da. It doesn't. It really doesn't. You don't need to do what every single creator is doing. If you have different services that you offer them. Like, I also like to make YouTube style videos and ads and things like that. That's something I offer. Some creators don't like doing that, so they don't offer that. In the beginning, I would be like, yeah, well, I'm not going to offer it because no one else is offering it. What? That's so stupid. You should be offering it because no one else is offering it. You know what I mean? Like, I just had this in my head. Everything has to be exactly perfect to the way it needs to be. And that's not how it is. It's your business. Do it how you want to do it. And set up your services, what you offer, the way you want it to be. You want to give the person, the client you're working with, a good experience, and you want that brand to come back to you and get more work. So make your business how you think that is going to happen, how that's going to get achieved for you. We all offer something different. We all have different skills. If you have something you can offer that no one else can, that is amazing. You want to stand firm on your rates, charge what you have to charge, and truthfully, I personally don't like to scrape every penny out of the person I am working with. And I notice that a lot of creators do that. Maybe like the brand will be like, okay, can we have an extra 3 B-roll clips? And then the person will be like, $10 per B-roll clip, I need $30. If I was working with a brand and they just paid me $500 for a video and they just needed an extra 2 clips, I would give that to them. I wouldn't charge them for that, because it's just like, you have a business and people remember those things. You want to have a good business, you want to have a good experience, you want to give a good experience. I just think that scraping them for every penny they have, not a good idea. You want to make them happy, but you also want to have a business that profits. So you have to balance the two. Like I said in the beginning, all the numbers that I gave are not set in stone. It's your business. I feel like I said that 40 times. It's your business. Do what you want. Nothing is right or wrong at the end of the day. Do what makes you happy. I hope that this video gave a lot more clarity for you on how you can figure out your rates, how you can price yourself, kind of how it works, even the topics that I didn't go too far into. I just hope it was simple enough for you to understand and get yourself going. I really hope it helped. And I appreciate you for watching. Thank you for being here. Have an amazing day. I'll see you next week.